What's up, friends? Welcome back to a 9 3/4. It's Krista here, and I'm so excited to be bringing you today's video all about messages from the butterflies. Yep, what do the butterflies want to tell you? I was really inspired by this video because I was meditating in my backyard, and well, during meditation, I literally saw like 3 butterflies pop in to visit me, and I just felt like that was a sign. Like I really needed to communicate with them and bring you guys messages and things like that. And granted, I do see butterflies rather often, and I just felt like a really strong pull to bring you some messages and guidance from them as far as like what they want you to know and things like that. I feel like this is a really great time. Spring is coming through really soon, so I think it's a great time to bring you those messages. And I've been hearing that a lot in my head lately, follow the butterflies. And I think that that's something that's just been resounding and calling to me. So that is what it is, you guys. But without being too crazy with the intro, because I know we like to get straight in, let's just introduce you to the piles today. I have 4 different piles for you guys to choose from, and I've chosen intuitively different crystals today. Pile 1, you guys have this really cute honey calcite B. Pile 2, you guys have this super cool Enhydro crystal amethyst, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do it justice to show you the actual Enhydro part on camera. But there's a little bubble in there somewhere, which, yeah, the camera's not going to pick it up. If I can put it in your pile thing, I will, like in the intro of your group. Pile 3, you have the Howlite moon. Pile 4, you have the Fluorite rose. So as usual, you guys can pause the video here, take all the time you need to choose the pile that you feel called to the most, and I will drop the timestamps down below in the description box and meet you at your reading. What's up, pile 1? If you chose the honey calcite B, welcome to your reading. I'm going to put your B right over here so you can still see your cute little guy. And we're going to reveal your card now. From your messages, what do the butterflies want you to know? And this is number 16, Inner Truths. I love this card, you guys. Really reminds me of Lord of the Rings, kind of like Frodo Baggins wandering through the Shire, not even the Shire, but like Middle Earth in general, you know, like the caverns, and just on his journey to doing his thing, you know, delivering the ring to Mordor. But yes, I feel like you guys are starting to really understand your feelings and desires a lot more clearly, and really discovering yourself, discovering your own path and your own journey, and whatever that is, you know, what is it that you truly desire and want for yourself. And the butterflies really want you to know and understand that, you know, sometimes it takes you going within yourself to really find that and be able to bring that out, and finding your way along the path to highlight it and bring it out. And I feel like these different colors are really calling to me and highlighting like being in alignment with your heart's desires and your soul's desires. Being in alignment with your chakras might be something that is coming towards you as well. And really just what are the next steps on your path. You know, it's going to start to really be highlighted and be a lot more clear to you. So you might be feeling called to look around and within you. You know, is there anything that you really need to clear up, that you need to, you know, make amends with certain people or let go of, clear out of your path, things like that. Let go of with certain relationships, maybe. Maybe you're harnessing some previous things with certain people that you need to forgive or forget, you know, things like that. So if forgiveness isn't always about like forgiving the other person, but at least having forgiveness for yourself, you know, so that you don't have to hold on to that emotion or that space for that person anymore. You can make room for the next steps and the next phase in your life. So I have these other cards here for you as well to reveal this portion of your reading, and we're going to also tap in with more tarot, but let's reveal these. We have, I forgive myself for not making the changes I know would better support me in the realization of my desires. I choose to believe that deeper comfort and fulfillment await me, and I may effortlessly receive them both once I surrender to the shift required to get there, the addict comfort. And then we have two of these tea leaf cards. I pulled these with the intention to feel called to either the picture or the wording. It just depends whatever comes through, because these cards are slightly different. You guys will see. We have tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. Okay, I like that. And scales, keep your life in balance. Okay, so I do feel like with your inner truths and things like that coming in to play here, it's about you also like filling up your cup here with the tankard card and the scales, keeping your life in balance. Sometimes as we're navigating our inner truths and finding out and discovering that, having that realization and discovery within ourselves, sometimes we forget to really refill our own cups. You know, this is about coming into alignment with ourselves. With this snake wrapping around the scales, I'm really called to looking at that. This could be a part of your awakening process as well, and a transformation that you may be going through, which is kind of really cool because butterflies are all about transformation, right? Metamorphosis. And this is kind of reminding me of you being in like a cocoon stage, and coming out on the other side would be you transforming fully into a butterfly. But even in the cocoon stage, we're constantly like working. You know, you could be identifying really hard with this worker bee energy. Like, I'm hearing the Cardi B song, like, I don't dance now, I make money moves, you know, Bodak Yellow, I think it's called. And so, like, even in your cocoon stage, it is a lot of work. It takes a lot out of you, and it's draining. You know, I forgive myself for not making the changes I know would better support me in the realization of my desires. And you are just doing this, realizing what it is that you truly desire right now within yourself. Like, what is that, and aligning to that, you know? So start letting go of the things that, you know, don't serve you anymore, or not in alignment with you anymore, and be forgiving and more kind to yourself for not making these changes sooner. Because I feel like maybe there's an energy here that butterflies want you to know, like, not to be so hard on yourself for not doing this sooner. Maybe like these are things that you've thought about before, and you maybe didn't let go of it a lot sooner, and you talked yourself out of it, or maybe you put it off, and now it's like, you know, had you done this sooner, you would be a lot further, or something like that. You know, I choose to believe that deeper comfort and fulfillment await me, and I may effortlessly receive them both once I surrender to the shift required to get there. So allowing yourself to make these shifts, and trusting that these are happening in the right time and in the right moment. Like, this is like the time and the moment for you, and now that you're ready to receive and be open to these changes and make these shifts and alignments that you are coming towards, and, you know, walking towards on this path and making that journey, you know. And so that's kind of what it is here, and like what I'm feeling here as far as like you tapping into your inner truth and finding that light. Like, same with like going back to that Frodo Baggins energy, you know, he wasn't necessarily ready before, and now he is, you know, to make that journey and like leave the fellowship to go on his own path. And like, he needed his friends to help him in the beginning, and then he realized that a certain point in the journey that he needed to make his way by himself, you know. So maybe he had to realize a lot sooner, but he didn't beat himself up about it. He left anyways. He did it, you know. So we're going to use this tarot deck here. She's a little chunky, so pardon me as I try my best to shuffle her, because she's hefty. That's so cute and so fitting for this. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So, what do the butterflies want you to know, pile one? We have the Knight of Cups. Oh, sorry. Knight of Coins. What do the butterflies want pile one to know? Oh. Hold on. We have the Three of Coins reversed. And I dropped one. The Six of Wands. Okay. What do the butterflies want pile one to know? We have the Four of Wands. Okay, in the back of your deck for now is the Page of Cups reversed. Hold on a second. Okay, pile one. It looks like you guys are being called to really trust in the fact that there's something that you are wanting to go after, and slow and steady wins the race. That's what I'm hearing right now. Slow and steady wins the race. Sometimes our journey takes us on a path that takes a little bit longer than others, and we have to just trust that process, you know. There may have been something in which you had drawn inspiration from, but maybe you had let it go because you were not able to see the return come through as quickly as you had hoped, you know, and you kind of gave up hope on it and lost interest in it. But the truth of the matter is that sometimes patience is key. Patience is a virtue, you know. Just truly understanding that there is comfort awaiting you, there's fulfillment awaiting you, and just understanding too that sometimes we need to make changes and shifts, and allowing yourself to understand, like, if this is something that you truly desire, we just need to kind of pivot our approach to certain things and align our lifestyle to the way that we want to approach the situation. It does feel like there is something that you are going to start seeing things, you know, recognition and achievement and success towards, especially celebration. Like, you have it coming out twice here with the Four of Wands, and even with the celebration and tankard card here with your cup tankard card, you know, and the Four of Wands here. There's this energy of you guys really celebrating and being celebrated and seeing that reward coming towards you as long as you continue on this path of being in alignment towards the things that you find fulfilling. The only thing that I'm really being called to here is, like, what is that thing that you truly desire? What is in alignment with the true and authentic you? You know, there's this energy here too where you're constantly looking back on things that is not the path anymore, you know, like the path that you've already been on, maybe previous failures that didn't happen, you know, like the things that didn't work out for you, and maybe shortcomings, maybe downfalls. And rather than looking at all the things that went wrong, just look at how far you've come. You know, the butterflies are trying to encourage you to see them as, look at how far you've come and how much you've grown. Look at the lessons you've learned and how much stronger and braver you are because of that. You know, it has molded you into this amazing person that you are today because of that. And certain things had to fall apart. Certain things could not come together in order to get you here today. You know, rejection was for your protection. Sometimes things had to be moved around for certain things because it was not meant for you. There are better things waiting for you if you just continue on this path rather than looking back. Sometimes it's okay to look back in order for you to reflect on the growth, to reflect on the lessons learned so that we don't repeat the same patterns. Yes, definitely, for sure. So that we can make sure we are on the path of our true desires, so we know that we don't go down the same roads again, because we don't want to go down the same path that is not in alignment with our true heart's desires, you know? If we repeat the same patterns and we don't check back, like, wait a minute, this feels familiar, that's not what I liked before, that's not what I wanted before, so why repeat it? That's okay. But we don't want to keep looking back and looking back and seeing, like, well, what if this happens again? What if I fail again? What if I'm not worthy because I did this before? The butterflies are telling you, you are worthy of this recognition. You are worthy of this happy life and this celebration. You just have to embrace it and surrender to that. And I hate telling people, like, just surrender, because I feel like that's kind of a cop-out. And it's no shade or anything to anyone who says it. It's just, I'd rather give you something really tangible to tell you other than surrender. But what I mean to say here is, like, rather than feeling like you have to hold the reins all the time and having to put your foot on the gas all the time, sometimes it's okay for you to let the universe bring things towards you and receive. And that's what I mean by surrender. You know, receive the things that are coming towards you and say thank you. You know, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this person coming into my life. Thank you for this, because you are worthy of those things. Those are things that you are surrendering to, and opportunities and relationships that you're surrendering to, because you're allowing them to come towards you and receiving them, okay? Keeping your life in balance. This is about doing things that feel good for you, that feel like they are refilling your cup, because I feel like that's something that's very important for you to keep in mind when it comes towards moving along your path and facing forward. You know, yes, look back and reflect, but ultimately face forward and keep your eye on the prize on where you want to go next. So let's move into the next section of this reading, where I have some more cards here for what do the butterflies see for you moving forward. Okay, so let's clear these out of the way as I do that for you. I'm going to give these a shuffle first. Okay. Now let's reveal these, you guys, for you. I'm going to move these out on the side. And we're going to reveal these now. So we have death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. 7, be spirit, sweet results await. Wow, how fitting is that for you guys? And 27, exchanging gifts. Okay, let's move this in a bit so that you can still see your cards. Okay. So, what do the bees see for pile 1 moving forward? Wow. We have judgment. What do the bees see for pile 1 moving? Not the bees, the butterflies. Wow. What do the butterflies see for pile 1? We have the Empress reversed. Okay. What do the butterflies see for pile 1 moving forward? Oh. Okay, we have the 4 of coins. The King of Cups. and the Four of Wands again. Okay. And the back of your deck, we have the Six of Wands, you guys. Okay. So, all right. So let's talk about it. Pile one, this is great because I really do feel like the butterflies are here letting you know that you really do have what it takes to be successful in whatever it is that you are wanting to move forward with in your life. Whatever this pathway is that you decide to align to, as long as you become in alignment with it and you really align to it and you give and receive with that energy. This is like all about aligning and giving and receiving. Don't let fear or lack mindset hold you back. You know, as long as you align to that energy and you... Okay, pile one, let's talk about it. So I really do feel like the butterflies are encouraging you to really just align to your path and try to shift your perspective from like a lack, unworthy mindset to embracing the fact that you are abundant and you are worthy, because this is exchanging gifts here and sweet results await. Like literally, it's like you are transforming from that caterpillar into a butterfly. Like you're trusting that, you know, you're trusting that sweet results await you. You are trusting that you are going to be like, I'm seeing the ugly duckling transform into the swan, you know? It's like that kind of an energy where you're just trusting that amazing things are going to be happening and you're putting forth all this work and it's going to pay off in the end. And giving and receiving is like a huge thing as well, where like that whole thing that I talked about where the surrendering energy, where, you know, sometimes we have to let go of control, let go of the reins a little and be open to receiving rather than, you know, the word surrender. Sometimes it looks like being open to receiving and saying thank you. Like that's what this is with this exchanging gifts, you know, being open to receiving. 27 condenses to 9, and then you also have 7 again. You have it twice here. So 7 is a number of reflection, spirituality, discovery, right? You discovering yourself and your path. You might be a life path 7 as well. So if that might be significant for you. Also, I just want to point out 2023, this is a timeless reading. However, if you're watching during the time of upload, this is 2023. And it condenses to 7, which is also about alignment. So this might be a key year for you if you're watching during this time. But again, this is a timeless reading. But yes, life path 7 could be very significant for some of you. Otherwise, 7 is definitely at the very least about reflection and spirituality, really discovering your path and your inner desires, what it is that you really want and aligning to it. Because with this 27 condensing to 9, this is about going after that and attaining those things, fulfilling those things, and those things coming to fruition with this give and take energy, you know, you putting forth the effort and you attaining those things. Not only that, I feel like the universe or the butterflies at the very least are gifting you these things, you know, bringing you this information that you are transforming and you need to be ready to receive these gifts that are coming towards you. You know, celebration. You are starting to really see the call that is your path. You know, look at this butterfly right here in this image. That's what the butterflies are showing up for you. And so really just understanding like you are starting to really wake up to the things that are in alignment to you and letting go of the things that are not. You know, you might have been in an environment that is no longer for you. And again, I'm going to go back to that Shire Lord of the Rings reference, because, you know, Frodo was in the Shire and that's all he knew his whole entire life. Even Bilbo, like Bilbo Baggins, his uncle, did not know anything outside of the Shire until in The Hobbit he left the Shire to go on his quest and help the dwarves. And like that was incredible, right? And he opened up his world, and instead of staying in the safety of the Shire, he had this amazing opening experience to step out of his world, step out of his comfort zone, and expand his horizons and grow and become so much more. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, you know, I mean, not everybody, but everybody who was a hobbit in the Shire was like, oh my gosh, that Bilbo Baggins, he does all of these weird things because he likes to go exploring and all of that, and like that's not what hobbitses do, you know, hobbitses don't do that. But he believed in exploring and doing all of these things because he's lived it, he's experienced it, versus like other hobbits, they just stayed in the Shire, and they believed in staying in the Shire your whole entire life and doing things the Hobbit way, you know. So I feel like this is like a call for you to really step out of that zone, step out of that experience, and allow yourself to go where your heart is calling you, where your soul is calling you to. So depending on how spiritual you are, which of that resonates with you, follow your heart, follow your soul. Where is it calling you to? Sometimes it calls us to explore something outside of our own environment where we've been feeling so comfortable, and, you know, step out of your comfort zone. It could be a very small thing as that, or it could be calling you to move somewhere completely different. You know, maybe it could be moving homes, it could be moving countries, moving states, you know, depending how this fits for you. But I do feel like this is about you no longer holding on to your energy so much and calling you to really do that, you know, kind of taking a risk on yourself and exploring that and doing something that's going to really fuel your cup, fill your cup and balance out your energies, because I do feel like there's so much balance coming into your reading here with the scales and even with the Four of Coins. You know, this is not necessarily one that I read about balance, but because of the way this particular image is, it's like holding the coins in such a balanced way that I feel like this is about you balancing out your energy and not giving away too much, but more so aligning to yourself and your energies, doing stuff that, you know, is for you rather than you giving it away to everyone else and doing things for everybody else. This is about doing something for yourself this year, you know, or right now in this moment, whatever this is, doing it for you and what it is that you want to achieve. And that's going to really fuel your heart and your compassion, having that deep compassion for yourself. You already give it so freely to other people, but also like knowing that there's nothing that can really rock you anymore. You know, there's like a storm that comes your way, you're going to be just fine. You can handle anything that's thrown at you with this King of Cups energy. You know, you have so much compassion and curiosity and creativity flowing through you as well. You know, there's this kindness about you that you are embracing, and there's just a lot of this, you know, intuition that you can tap into with this King of Cups coming out with this energy here that you have. And it's about trusting in that, trusting in your intuition, trusting in your soul's intuition and where it's calling you. I just feel like that's something that the butterflies want you to know too. It's like sometimes being in nature isn't necessarily only in the green and the grass. And of course, it depends where you live in the world, but sometimes water can also be very healing and very grounding, you know. With this Four of Wands here too, it's just, again, calling me back to the celebration that's coming towards you and you being celebrated and recognized for the things that you're going after, you know, the things that you are aligning to and working towards. Sweet results awaits. Understanding too that, I keep saying understanding, I feel like you have so much understanding for other people, but not for yourself. And you have to start having more kindness, compassion, and understanding, for the millionth time that I said it in this reading, for yourself, you know, because you just embody so much of this energy here. I keep hearing 4-4, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 4 card. Ironically, these don't have numbers, but the Empress is typically, actually, the Empress is a 3 card. My apologies. But you have 4 little people here, 4 of coins, This is the King of Cups, and then you have the Four of Wands. So that's 1, 2, and then 4 of those things, which is, this is a 20 card. But I just recognize that there's 4 images. So 4 is still sticking out to me though. So you might see a lot of 444s, knowing that your angels are around you a lot, your guides are around you a lot, you're very protected. But 4 is also a number of foundation, manifestation, and stability, and it's also a number of home. So like I said, moving home might be something, moving homes, moving where you call home, or creating a home for yourself somewhere that feels more true to you and in alignment to you might be something as well, you know, and you celebrating that and you feeling at home with that, and sweet results await. You know, this might be a new beginning and a new chapter for you coming towards you as well, and just feeling like more at home, in which you don't have to feel like you have to hold on to your energy all the time, and instead you're spending it in a more balanced way on yourself, and also not necessarily expending it out on everyone else all the time. You know, you're going to be more appreciated for the things that you are doing in your life. And I'm just called to see what's, look at that, another freaking 4. You guys, that's insane. 4 of Cups here behind you. It kind of like, if things have been feeling like, you know, like you're missing out on stuff, or maybe you're just not content with the way things are, or you're just okay with how things are, but now it's about you being like very happy with your life. You know, you shouldn't just be like okay with how things are. You should be happy, waking up happy to your life. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like the butterflies are telling you, like, the dreams that you're having about your life, the manifestations that you have about your life are calling towards you. I feel like this cup here that the King of Cups is holding is the same cup here that this cloud is holding, and tapping you on the shoulder like, hey, I'm here. I'm here, pay attention to me, and this is happening. And the butterflies are like, hello, this transformation is happening, sweet results await, and you just need to align to these things. The Knight of Coins, slow and steady. You had this come out in the first part of your reading. Slow and steady sometimes is what wins the race, and that's just how it goes. And you just need to trust the process, trust the transformation. When butterflies are in the cocoon stage, it takes like a week or 2 for them to actually hatch out of that cocoon. You know, it's not a quick process. When I first caught a caterpillar and I had it cocoon, it took a long time. I thought it was going to happen in like 2 or 3 days, but it took like over a week, you guys. And so I had to be really patient and you know, make sure it was okay and safe and things didn't get to it. So same for you, you know, trust the process, trust in you, trust in, if this is something that you truly deeply desire, time is not going to really be a thing. Like, I know we can get impatient, especially in this day, and everything is like instant gratification. Amazon Prime, you know, we want it like the next day, or even like for you guys, I'm sure you have like same day delivery. I don't have that luxury living where I do, on an island. So but I just feel like you guys are definitely aligning to this energy, and it's super exciting. So that's where I'm going to leave your reading, you guys, from the butterflies. And I hope that this was encouraging and lovely energy as it was for me to read for you. Thank you guys so much for being here with me and allowing me to read for you. I appreciate every like, comment, and subscribe so much. It means the world. It helps my channel more than you know, and so and it's a free way for you to support me, so I appreciate you guys so much, and you guys are the best. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it if you smash the like button and comment down below a little bee emoji if you guys are from pile 1. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be dropping my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. And thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye! What's up, pile 2? If you chose this Enhydro crystal, welcome to your reading. Now, let's see if I can get this on camera, okay? Let me find it first, and then I will show it to you, because this crystal is so stinking cool. so if you don't know what an Enhydro is, it has a little water bubble that formulated in the crystal, and it still moves like in the crystal, and I think that is the coolest thing ever. So it's supposed to be near this little circle, and I know it's there. I just have to find it first. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up, which is really frustrating. I think the camera's not going to pick it up. Okay, pile 2. I'm sorry, the camera is not picking up the little water bubble whenever I try to show it. Like the little actual Enhydro in there. If you guys can actually see it in there, let me know. It's moving about in there. Did you see it? It's right in the middle. But it's very difficult to see on camera. So I apologize, but I tried my best. I've been sitting here for the last 15 minutes on camera trying to get it to show for you guys, and I can't. But let's get into your reading. So, pile 2. Messages. What do the butterflies want you to know? So yes, I just want to also say thank you guys so much for, oh my gosh. I just want to also say thank you guys so much for every like, comment, and subscribe that you guys do for me. It means the world, and I can't thank you enough. So that's like the easiest and free way for you guys to support me and the channel. It lets me know you guys like what I'm putting out there, and it just supports me in the best way. So thank you guys so much. But let's dive in, okay? We have, oh, I love this card so much. Let's just admire that beautiful tree. You can see the creature there as well. This is number 14, Assurance. You can see many creatures on this tree actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully you can see that better. But there we go. We have number 14, Assurance. And then I have a few more cards here as well. Let's just review these. Okay, these cards I pulled, I'm not going to necessarily take them at face value. It's just whatever I feel called to take them, whether it's the picture or the words or both, whatever comes through, because these cards are a little different. So, with that, wow. Tree, affairs with your family. Okay. And ladder, climbing towards success. Oh, I love this. And I forgive myself for thinking I must look or act a certain way in order to be enough. I choose to believe that when I am innately worthy and when I allow every aspect of my being to be expressing without discrimination, I realize the extent of my brilliance. The Martyr, Esteem. Okay. So, pile 2, I feel like I'm hearing Bob Marley. What is that song? Oh my gosh, I love Bob Marley too. I'm hearing every little thing is going to be alright. Don't worry about a thing. You're doing everything exactly the way you should be. So if you needed that assurance, you got it right there. You might be experiencing like epiphanies or, you know, realizations where you have new ways or new methods or new ideas of doing things, gaining like a fresh perspective, things like that, in which you are having your life move towards a more harmonious and more balanced way. You know, trust in yourself and trust in the path that you feel like you are pulled towards. And you know, this is like that assurance that like, yes, you're doing the right thing, you're going the right way. Trust in this, trust in your decision making, you know, and trust that you will have everything that you need. The fact that you have a tree here, this card is telling you like trust in that, and then the tree here again telling me, you know, I just feel like you have this stability in your life coming towards you, and you're creating this stability in your life. You're very grounded, you're very much planted in the ground and trusting in that and building this, creating this stability within yourself and within your life, you know, and definitely climbing towards success if you didn't realize, you know. You don't need to feel like, you know, maybe in your life, throughout your life, you felt like you had to achieve. You had to be at the top. You had to be the best in order for you to get recognition or to get a pat on the back or to get attention from maybe like your parent or something, in order for you to be recognized or in order for you to feel loved or something like that. But that's, you know, I feel like the butterflies are telling you that's not, no. You are always worthy of love, and you are always enough on your own. It's not about what you achieve or how much you achieve in order for you to be enough for anyone. You are always worthy and you are always enough, and it doesn't matter about your achievement, you know. And the fact that you are achieving and you are creating all of this stability, this abundance and success for yourself just makes you that much more of a badass, you know. So just forgiving yourself for those things. I do want to just dive right into the tarot because I feel like that's what they are calling for more details. But just trusting, like, it could be like maybe your family was kind of hard on you for bringing home good grades, things like that. And if you didn't bring home good grades, then, well, that was not a good thing, you know? Strict family could be something that some of you really resonate with, or at the very least a strict parent, or a parent who wasn't necessarily present in your life unless you were doing something really good, you know. Kind of like that energy. Forgive me, this deck is really big. It's so cute. Okay. Let's get into the tarot here. What do the butterflies want pile to know? Okay, we have the world reversed. What do the butterflies want pile to know? Temperance. This pile. What do the butterflies want pile to know? Whoa. The Ace of Coins. I'm hearing it has to be up. Okay. So what do the butterflies want? Okay. Five of Swords. More. Do the butterflies want to pile to know? Whoa. Too many. Do the butterflies want pile to know? Do the butterflies want pile to know? Okay, the Fool reverse. We're going to move this down. The back of your deck is the High Priestess reversed. Okay. So pile 2, it feels like you guys are not necessarily like, because there's so much, I don't know if there's like you stepping into a new energy. It sort of feels like maybe you haven't been really fully trusting in yourself and the decisions that you're making in this new endeavor. Perhaps like maybe because you are winning and doing certain things that you kind of lost a few people along the way, and it's causing you to question the things that you are doing. It feels like that with this particular energy of you moving forward, the butterflies do want you to recognize that, you know, having closure sometimes looks like when you reach the end of a cycle, you know, it kind of feels like you're so worried about stepping on other people in order for you to get the things that you are climbing towards, the success, like climbing on this ladder, that you kind of can't close out this cycle because it might cause you to lose people along the way. With the Five of Swords, it's like winning at all costs. I feel like I'm questioning myself a lot, and I think that's maybe what you are doing too. You know, maybe despite you trusting in the path that you're doing, you might be undermined by certain people in your life, which is causing you to second guess yourself, second guess your choices, second guess your path, maybe second guess the decisions that you make for yourself along your way. And it could have a lot to do with your career choice. It could even have a lot to do with your dating choice. This could really cover anything, but just because it feels like, you know, it feels more like career with this pentacle here and success, you know, but more so the root of it just has to do with you trusting in your intuition and trusting in your own thought process. Like, it kind of feels like somebody perhaps in your family really undermines you and the things that you're doing, really whispering in your ear and telling you, like, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure that's a good idea? Are you sure you want to go down that path? Are you sure you want to eat that? Are you sure you should be dating that person? Are you sure you want to break up with that person? Why are you doing that? Why do you want to wear that? It kind of feels like that little, like, irritating voice in your head, and it really makes you question, like, what am I doing? Am I supposed to be doing this? And it really, like, causes you to really have this, like, self-doubt, and it kind of feels like you are unable to really close the door on something that you were trying to close the door on and start something new. Which is why this card in particular flipped out in the reverse here, and I took it in the upright, because you are supposed to be starting a new cycle, and the butterflies are here telling you, like, so long as you allow yourself to come into alignment with yourself and give yourself that self-love and self-care, and really be gentle with yourself and choosing to set boundaries and things like that. Sometimes winning at all costs looks like putting boundaries and saying, like, hey, I'm done with your voice whispering in my head, and really learning to find your voice and your intuition again and things like that. You know, with the Hanging Spirit, this is the Hangman in the reverse behind that. This looks like you taking action rather than surrendering and giving in to the person who's whispering in your ear and telling you, like, this is not what this, maybe you shouldn't be doing that, maybe you shouldn't eat that, how come, you know, are you sure you want to wear that, maybe you should do this instead, blah blah blah. You know, I'm really called to something that I was watching earlier today. Look at this Ten of Swords. You know, it might not, like, it doesn't even look like that bad of a betrayal. Like, it doesn't feel like a betrayal. And there's a butterfly here telling you, like, hey, you know, it might not feel like that bad because it's not necessarily feeling like a certain person in your life who is necessarily purposely trying to break you, purposely trying to, you know, betray you in some way. They're trying to ultimately give you the deepest form of love, in which they're over coddling you, overstepping their boundaries because they want the best for you, but they don't know what that looks like for you. They only think that they know the best because they think it's their own eyeballs. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Like, sometimes the old school parenting way is like they only see their way and their way is the best way. They don't know or understand, like, what it is that you want, and sometimes what you want is what you want, and they think that their way is the best way or no way at all. You know, like, they think that you don't know what you're doing, and so they try to control your life. That kind of energy. I hope that makes sense. And I mean that with peace and love in the best way possible. But, like, it does feel like you are in this energy of, like, you could take a direction in which you feel called to step into this new perspective of shifting, you know, that we talked about earlier, and trusting that you're opening yourself up to this new way of doing things, new methods of doing things, fresh perspectives, and moving your life towards something else. That's what we talked about with this assurance card, and you kind of, like, shifting gears. And I feel like with these different spirits on the tree, that you are kind of shifting into a different season of your life in which you are adapting a different perspective and a different way of dealing with certain people in your life who have been, if there are multiple people who have been in your life, and learning how to deal with them in a way that is still loving and connected, but while also putting your foot down and saying, hey, I know you love me and you want the best for me, but I got to do me. This is what's best for me, and I'm going to do this. And so I feel like that's kind of what it is with this energy here, is like you are now finally taking this leap that is long due, overdue, and overweighted, and not letting them take that leap for you and hold you back. You know, it's like you're stepping into this and you're finally able to like shift away from this energy. And I feel like the butterflies are encouraging you, like, yes, you're on the right step, you're on the right path, and keep going with this. You know, if you need that reassurance, like, don't worry, every little thing is going to be all right. You know, you've got this, and you just got to keep going with it, you know. But let's shift gears. So if that feels like it's great for you, let's keep going with this. Let's keep flowing with it, because I feel like this is amazing. And we're going to take a look at what do the butterflies see for you moving forward, okay? Oh my gosh, she's chunky. This deck is huge, you guys, but it's so freaking cute. My fingers hurt. Okay, let's make way for the new cards coming in. These are for what do the butterflies see for you moving forward. So we have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Love that. You have number 67, wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. I love that also. And 10, unfinished symphony. Also love that. Purple feels like a very strong color for you guys too. So purple is very like crown chakra-y. So knowledge, fulfillment, connection to spirit, and, you know, getting downloads, consciousness, things like that. But let's get more, before I dive into that, let's get more, what do the butterflies see for you moving forward, pile 2? Okay, death reversed. Ten of Wands. Butterfly see for pile. Yes, I love it. The Chariots. Oh, chariot. Oh, golden. Oh, there it is again. Chariot by Gavin DeGraw. I hardly ever hear that song, but it has come up a couple times if you've watched my reading. So Chariot by Gavin DeGraw. 7 of coins. One more, please. What do... And the Lovers. Oh, I like that. And the back of your deck is the Page of Wands. Okay. What do the butterflies see for you moving forward? Pile 2. Wow. Let's dive in. Let's dive in. Step in. Okay, remember how we talked about the closure thing, the whole closure thing with the unfinished symphony card coming out here? This is literally about you finishing projects before you start new ones. So if there's anything that you still have not finished, this is a call for you to finish them up before you start new ones, okay? Because that is a big thing coming here with this unfinished symphony, that you have the ability to finish them, no excuses. And that's what it is. With that world reverse that came out earlier, and the Ace of Pentacles that flipped out reverse, but I felt the need to take it upright. I feel like there's this energy of like you always wanting to start something new, but also you need to have that closure by finishing the old ones. Like you might always have like new things coming up, new ideas, fresh perspectives, and you are on the right path. These you have, rest assured, you are on the right path, and you are having these great things pop off for you. However, don't start too many new things without finishing the other ones first, because otherwise we're going to have a bunch of new things coming out and nothing being finished, and that's something that could be very detrimental. Okay, with the knowledge of turning knowledge into wisdom applied with the failure card coming out here, it's that failures that you're learning from that turns into the knowledge. So definitely call upon your wolf spirit if you feel like you can identify with that, having that wolf spirit, wolf power animal being guided with you, things like that. 67 condenses to 13, very lucky number for me, but more so that condenses to number 4, a number of manifestation, home, stability, things like that. But yeah, pile 2. You also have the death card in the reverse, which is another number 13, but we don't have numbers on these cards in this particular deck. However, it is traditionally a number 13, which is very lucky, like I said. So I do feel like that's prominent in your reading, like luck is on your side. Not to say that you don't work hard, you definitely do, but I do feel like that's a great thing to have luck on your side, you know. But getting into the reading here, what do the butterflies see for you moving forward? I feel like there's a lot to be said about you moving forward towards success. You know, you having a lot of patience, because obviously as trees grow and they're deeply rooted in the ground, and you know, trees are ginormous, right? And they take hundreds and thousands of years to grow as ginormous as they are. And so it takes a lot of patience. And I'm not saying that whatever you're doing is going to take hundreds and thousands of years. However, it may take some time, so don't get frustrated if it does take time, or sometimes it takes, you know, a little bit longer than expected. With this patience card coming out with the 7 of coins, sometimes it takes a little bit of time, a little bit longer than we think. However, because you have 2 7s coming out, the Chariot is traditionally a 7. This is another thing about like spirituality, discovery, reflection, really reflecting on the things that maybe you failed in the past. You know, these things that we reflect on can turn into opportunities that you learn from, you know, and so that we don't make the same mistakes twice, in order for us to move forward and progress a lot faster than we did before, than we had expected, you know, because we are learning from our mistakes and we are becoming more efficient and we are becoming more sufficient. You know, I feel like those words are coming through like yes, 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 you know. And I feel like all of these things that we are learning from, and all of the past mistakes and these, you know, failures, they're not really failures to me, because you've learned from them and they've become wisdom and they've become growing experiences, and all of which you would not have if you did not, you know, experience those things. So I don't really like to look at them as failures, because they're part of our growth, they're a part of our life, they are part of what makes us stronger and better and faster and wiser. And that's pretty much what I feel like is going forward for you guys. You know, you guys are really just starting to see where you can unburden yourself with this, not carry so much responsibility and burden. But pile 2, I ultimately feel like this is just a transformation that has been long overdue, as far as like this death card in the reverse, something that has been stagnant and that we've been wanting to grow into, when it comes to setting up, you know, those boundaries that we talked about in the beginning. And you allowing yourself to have this growth and those shifts of perspectives and new ways of doing things, and allowing yourself to go there and free yourself of those things. I also feel that, you know, when it comes to this Lover's card here, I'm getting like 2 different things now. So for some of us, I think most of us with this case, it's going to be a choice of some sort when it comes to doing something that we really want to do. It's going to be something like that you're going to have to align to and really choose what it is that you want to be doing, that aligns to your path. When it comes, I keep saying when it comes to, but like there's this energy here that as you go along your path and have to, I feel like there's going to be like a split in which you have to choose am I going to do this thing or this thing? Because we can't start too many projects at once and divert too much of our time and energy, or it's going to take away from the fact, from our progress, from our ability to succeed. And so I feel like in order for you to climb this said ladder, this towards success, I do feel like you're going to have to make a choice here. And the butterflies are kind of prepping you to do that, allowing you to free yourself up of, you know, any burdens and things and responsibilities that are not for you, that are not yours, and moving towards this path. And also kind of reminding you, hey, like, close off any other projects that you've already started, finish them up, and get used to doing one project, maybe two max at a time. But there's going to be something major here, because this is a major arcana, like a major choice here that you're going to have to make when it comes to two different things that you're going to have to choose between. And I would say that this choice is going to be best made with something that, you know, is very inspiring, really lights your soul on fire. And I feel like that's like my go-to, but it really is with the Page of Wands. This is something that's very inspirational, really gets you going, very creative, passion, flowing juices here. Definitely having to do with like you kind of definitely putting your family, not, I don't want to say like on the back burner, but definitely having those boundaries set in place, you know, like I told you earlier, and avoiding that chaos with the Tower in the reverse by you being able to make this choice rather than take on too many things at once. And by you doing that, I do feel like you will have all this time of celebration and be celebrated for that, you know, by making said choice and putting up these boundaries and turning this knowledge into wisdom, learning from your past mistakes and all of those things. So that's kind of the major message that I feel like the butterflies are bringing you today. And I hope that this was helpful. I hope that this brought you some clarity and some substance in what you wanted to hear in terms of like the things that are transforming in your life and hatching out of the cocoon for you and all of those things. So thank you guys so much for letting me read for you and do this for you, and I appreciate you guys all so much. Please go ahead and smash the like button and comment down below. I don't know, is there a crystal emoji or something, a bubble emoji maybe, because this is like that Enhydro crystal. And let me know you're from pile 2. And yes, I would also appreciate it if you subscribed and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be dropping my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you soon. Bye! What's up, pile 3? If you chose the Howlite moon, welcome to your reading. I'm going to put your crystal right here so you can still see her. We're going to reveal your card from the butterflies. So let's get into it. Oh my gosh, adorable. Number 7, amplify your positive emotions. I feel like 7s are very prominent in everybody's pile so far, so I love this for you guys. Definitely very much exactly what that card says right there. Amplify your positive emotions. Really this like rippling effect here flowing from you, this emanation of positivity and just trusting in your energy and be positive, you know, not to enforce toxic positivity. You definitely recognize, you know, the negative aspect of things, but despite, you know, taking that toll, like turn of events, you know, focusing on what could go wrong, you instead choose to look at the positive side of of what the situation is. You know, you recognize like, yes, you know, this and that could be whatever, you know, however, let's look at this, you know, let's focus and put our energy towards this positive area. And so by doing this, you know, it could be bringing a lot more good fortune towards you and really influence the energy around you. So really trust these, like the cycles, which are these rippling effects around this image here, this fairy, you know, if you will. and, you know, trust that these will attract what you desire towards you, like kind of like is it like concentric circles that are magnetic? Is that a thing, or am I just making that up in my head? Yeah, somebody let me know. Somebody correct me in the comments. Don't come at me though. I'm clearly acknowledging that I may be wrong, so be gentle. Also, you might want to hydrate, because I need to hydrate right now, so hold on. Okay, so let's reveal these other cards here. These, depending, I drew them with the intention of either channeling from the picture or the words or both, depending on what I feel called to recognize, because they are quite different. So we'll see. With Rose, romance is in the air. Okay, I like that. You might feel called to the Rose pile as well, which I think is pile 4. Although, don't worry about it if you're not. Lobster, financial pinch. Okay, I'm not so much looking at this word here, but the fact that you have Rose, romance is in the air, and the lobster, it made me think of, you know, I don't know if you guys ever watched Friends, or if I'm just aging myself. Like, Friends was older than my generation, but like, I was a kid. Anyway, long story short, there's this thing where it's like, oh, she's her lobster. You know, Ross is Rachel's lobster, because lobsters mate for life. So I feel like there's something coming through there. I forgive myself for distrusting others to be able to take care of themselves. I choose to believe that when I delegate tasks and make space for growth, I empower others to experience parts of themselves not previously known to them. The hero, security. I'm getting really strong, like, inner child vibes here. So I feel like maybe some of you could identify with abandonment issues, and insecurity issues as well. And I don't say this like to point fingers or make you feel any type of way. I'm just bringing out what I'm being shown or hearing in my head. But I do feel like there is this energy of like abandonment, feeling like some of you might feel like I'm getting like a strong pull, like you didn't necessarily have a strong fatherly figure in your life. However, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a strong fatherly figure. Like, it could be that, you know, just masculine energy in general wasn't necessarily around for you a lot in your childhood. But I definitely can feel that, like, maybe your maternal energy, maternal, is that the correct? Feminine energy was not necessarily strong around you as well. Not, like, I should say this, perhaps like I will say maternal, because it does not feel like direct mother. Maybe you had very strong ties with like grandparents or aunties and uncles, but not necessarily your direct parents, if that makes sense, because it does feel very lonely and like isolating. Not to say that you're an only child or anything like that, but I do feel like there were times where you had to be you had to grow up really quickly. You had to be the mature one, the older one, the wiser one, the one who knew better, that sort of energy. And this isn't even like an inner child reading at all, but that's like the energy I'm picking up on. So only take it if it resonates, because I might only be picking up on like 1 or 2 people. But yeah, you always had to be the one to look out for everybody or set the example. Like, you should know better. That's kind of what I'm hearing. But yes, amplify your positive emotions. You had to be the strong one, the wise one, the brave one, and the one who just knew better and set the example for everyone else. And if you didn't, it was like a huge deal. God forbid you make a mistake. Of course, I'm being sarcastic. But yes, you guys, let's just dive into, let's get more. But I do feel like the butterflies really want you to know, like, this is a time for you to be more gentle with yourself, more loving on yourself. You deserve love just like everyone else does. You are worthy of it, and you don't need to be the person to take care of everyone else. And you don't need someone to take care of you either. You just need you. Okay. Ultimately, the first person to love you is the universe and yourself. Okay, whatever it is that you believe in yourself, and that's all you need to be whole. You're whole all on your own, and you don't need anybody else to make you whole. Okay, and so that is like a really big thing coming through. So if you've ever had like failed relationships because maybe somebody was like a lot of toxic energy coming through, maybe somebody was abusive, or trigger warning, somebody was abusive, or just not treating you correctly, the way that you deserve to be treated, it's nothing on you, okay? Nothing on you. But the way we get out of this cycle or cycles like that is to recognize what you are worthy of and not allowing that to come into your life anymore, and forgiving yourself that when you did have somebody good in your life, to forgive yourself for pushing those said people away. You know, it's not that you pushed away anybody that was, you know, meant for you or anything like that, because I do feel like I'm picking up on someone who might feel like, oh, I should not have done that. I pushed away somebody that was so good for me and now I blew it. Don't feel that way. Because there are people out there who are still meant for you. Like, if they were meant for you, they would still be here, you know. We have the Queen of Coins reversed. So the butterflies want you to know, pile 3. Whoa. We'll just take this one. 4 of Wands reversed. So the butterflies want to pile. Take the top Queen of Wands. Okay. To the butterflies on pile 3 to know, please. Woo. 8 of Swords reversed. One more. And Temperance. Back of your deck, we have Death. So far, every group has had death in some form. It's crazy. And not literal death. So death is transformation, rebirth, new beginnings, and endings. Okay, pile 3. This is amazing. The butterflies really are coming strong here. You feeling like, I do feel like there is an interesting air about your cards when it comes to your transformation, your rebirth. It's almost this feeling of like, I am not worthy of the things that are coming through. You don't feel like you are able to do certain things or trust in the things that are coming towards you, because you feel like you have to do it all and be it all, you know, and it's causing you to kind of, I guess, lose a sense of, I don't know what the right word is here. Balance? Yeah, I think it's balance. And I say that because with the Queen of Coins reversed here, you might have had to be the person who had to take care of everybody growing up, and maybe it transfers into your adult life now, if you are an adult watching this, and you have to do a lot for so many people, or you take on the responsibilities of taking care of so many people even now, you know. You might not even be living at home or around certain people, and you have to go out of your way, or you drop things for everybody to do the things that you do for them. And so you know, now it's like causing so much disruptions within your own life and home life, and you just don't really have a sense of actual home, and it's kind of like a disharmony, a disarray here, with this Queen of Coins and Queen of Wands in the reverse. And it very well could be a financial pinch. It could take a toll on your finances for sure, in which you have to spend money on certain people because you feel like they can't take care of themselves, or you feel like you have to baby them in some sort of way. Maybe it's your siblings who are always like in and out of jobs, or maybe they can't cover their bills or something like that, and you feel bad and you have to help them out all the time, in which that takes money out of your mouth and out of your pocket and things like that. And you kind of feel like you're trapped, but because it feels like it's out of your control, but in the sense that it is in your control, though. It totally is in your control, but you feel like you're going to be the bad guy if you do shut it down. You know, you kind of have to draw a line and have boundaries and show them that they are in control of their own lives and they have to grow up. You know, I understand if they are young children. If they are young children, like obviously you can't necessarily say that to them. However, they have parents who can take care of them, and you would have to put the line and lay the law down for those said parents, which might be your parents. Maybe your parents are not physically able to take care or something like that, and that obviously puts you in a tight bind. So I can't necessarily say that for everybody, and I don't want to throw a blanket over for everybody either. But I do feel like with this Queen of Wands energy, you're definitely in this powerful, powerful energy of you manifesting and being a magnet for the things that you are drawing towards you, the emotions that you feel, the energy that surrounds you. You are a magnet for these energies and these emotions. So if you feel positive, you draw more positive. If you feel abundant, you draw more abundance. If you focus on the lack, you draw the lack. It's highlighted here in the center of your cards, as well as this amplifier positive emotions. And I feel like the butterflies are really concentrating on this energy for you. And not to say like ignore all the negative in your life, not at all. However, it is about like looking at the glass half full versus half empty. Like it could be worse. Like obviously it could be worse, but like it's really difficult to like shift your perspective when you're in a crappy situation. And I totally get that. But I guess this scenario is like, how do we shift that? How can we make things better? How can we look at our situation and instead of looking at the problems, find solutions for these things, and free ourselves from this, you know, trapped and stuck, stagnant energy that we feel like we can't get out of, when in fact we do hold the power. You know, we do hold the keys to this said cage that we feel like we're trapped in, you know, because I do feel like it's more of a mental trap than anything else. And so not to say that, you know, it's all in your head, because it's definitely not, but I do feel like it starts there. It starts in your mind, and then it's the power of your mind. And I'm saying depression and anxiety and all of that is very, very real. I'm not a professional medical expert or anything like that, but definitely seek that help and guidance where it is needed. But I am talking about mindset strictly here, okay? So with peace and love, you guys, I love you guys so, so much. And I totally get the depression and anxiety as someone who deals with it. But I just, to skip over, and not to skip over, I'm not trying to minimize anything here, but I don't want to waste your time by drawing it out, because I know you guys know what it is and how it feels and how shitty it is. But just to get straight to your message, here is what I mean. I want to highlight that you guys have the ability to shift your mindset to abundant mindset. And I don't know if you've been watching a lot of those lucky girl syndromes, TikTok or shorts on YouTube, and you're like, what the fuck, this shit does not work. And trust me, I had those days too. I'm like, what the fuck, this shit does not work. And yeah, I get it, you guys, I get it. And like, why is it always lucky girl? What about lucky guy, lucky person, you know, for all of the other people out there? And I feel you. And obviously we just change out the language, but I mean, I guess what I'm trying to get at here, and what the butterflies are trying to get at here, is like, rather than focusing on the things that are not right or the things that are going against you and going wrong for you, we need to look at the things that are going right, that are going good, that are going for us, appreciating what is happening that we are grateful for, as little as they are. Focus on those things. Be grateful, say thank you, and even though it feels like nothing, it's still something. And it's a snowball effect. It starts off small, like a tiny little spark, and it can grow into an incredible wildfire. And that's how it starts. And it's just that tiny little shift every single day. It's going to change so much for you. And I think that's the major thing that's coming through. And I know that was like the most long-winded way to get to it. I'm really curious what this is. Oh my God! I love that. The sun, you guys. I promise. I'm just hearing the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar. You guys, the sun is going to come out for you guys. I promise. Like the butterflies are like, just follow the butterflies. Follow the butterflies and trust in this. Trust in it. Slow and steady. It's happening. It's happening. Okay. Let's reveal what do the butterflies see unfolding for you moving forward. So let me give this a little shuffle here. Because like the moon, we go through phases, you guys. Even though we feel like we are empty, we're actually full. It's just about where the placement of that sun is, right? And trust me, that sun is going to shine and we are going to be full AF. Full. And you can always feel the presence of the moon. Always. So let's move these. Okay, what does the butterflies, or what do the butterflies see for you moving forward? Okay, we have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. 53, seahorse spirit, watch and wait. I love this. And 9, treasure island, you guys. So, I know we did not see anything coming out here in the tarot about any sort of like soulmate energy or anything like that, or even romance, but maybe we'll see it come out now, because literally seahorses meet for life, and like Treasure Island really does talk about like the law of attraction, trusting in your intuition. I feel like this has like rose petals coming out of it, and it's just very romantic. Trusting your intuition, love is in the air. That literally, like, that's literally what the card is. Love is in the air. And I just feel like your partner is going to be bringing you gifts. If you have a partner, or if you have a partner coming in towards you, they're going to be bringing you gifts and very valuable things, valuable lessons, and like just success, good fortune, all these things that's coming your way. And like, you guys, it's just, I feel like romance is brewing, and whatever romance this is, it's going to be bringing you a whole slew of like greatness, abundance, good things. 53 condenses to 8. It's about cycles. It's about change. It's about power. Okay, it's about motion. And number 9 is about fruition, fulfillment. 9 makes me think of the 9 of Cups as well, like just the things that you've been wanting coming into fulfillment, things like that. So what do the butterflies see for pile 3 moving forward? And yeah, romance is in there in the rose, so obviously, how can that card come out if we don't talk about some sort of romance? Okay, we have the 10 of Cups. The Hierophant reversed. What does the butterfly see for pile 2? The Emperor. What does the butterflies see for pile 3 moving forward? The Eight of Wands. The Four of Wands. The back of your deck is the Fool. Guys. Okay, wow. So, guys, wow. This is crazy. Crazy. Okay. So, you guys just need to be patient. Like, not even that patient, because I feel like it's coming in hot. Like, honestly, hot, hot, hot. Maybe a month. Time is linear, so when I say a month, I'm just like, that's just the first thing that popped up, okay? It might change, but I do feel like things are taking a change. Things are taking a turn for the better, and I feel like things are shifting for the good, and you are starting to see things differently, in a better light. Positivity, like just positive things are happening for you. And you're just really stepping into a time where you are finding like something that works for you, you know, with that whole thing about amplifying your positive emotions and focusing on the things that are good for you and learning from, you know, learning to set boundaries and how to break free of certain things. I feel like you really are doing that. Like moving forward with the Hierophant card here in the reverse, you're really breaking free from certain things, and you're still having a happy family. Like I still see this with the Ten of Cups. It's not like anything is going to be unleashing like any sort of chaos or anything like that. I see like despite you breaking free and doing things, you know, having this newfound freedom with the Hierophant reversed and changing things up and doing things differently and taking your power back with the Emperor card here, you are still having this very happy family, you know, finding harmony with your family and all of that stuff, and everything is very content, and more than content, it feels very happy. With this Eight of Wands here, it feels like very fast and quick and hot communication coming forward, and it could very well be like if you're already in a relationship, that romance is just really great between the two of you. Communication is great, and you're celebrating each other. Your love is like stepping up and really leveling up in your relationship with the Four of Wands here, celebrating each other and your love for one another and things like that. And I feel like there's like a new cycle starting off in your life in which you're starting anew, in which you're no longer feeling like you hold back things in your past. Like the things in your past are not holding you back anymore. There's no more of this regret energy. There's no more feeling like I should have done XYZ in my past because of this or that. There's no more of that resentment and regret, you know. You're like letting go of that energy. You feel like now that wisdom is going forward with you. You know, it's incredible. You've gained a new perspective on it, the Seven of Swords reversed, and you're changing up things on how you do it. You know, you've changed how you are going forward in the situation and how you approach things, if that makes sense. What's behind that? Judgment in the reverse. Yeah, it's like you no longer care about how, you know, people are viewing you or seeing you, and it's okay like for you to put your foot down. It's okay for you to speak your mind and things like that. But with this full energy, you are embracing more of this carefree energy moving forward, and no longer feeling like held back by the things in your past, held back by you having this guilt in terms of like having to take care of other people because you feel like they can't take care of themselves. You know, you can now go on freely and move about your way when it comes to your life, and having more freedom within that. You know, now it's just about you watching and waiting to what happens next, allowing this newfound freedom to give you more great things coming your way because you are deserving and worthy of it. You know, this celebration, this happiness, this contentment and fulfillment. You taking your power back is going to bring you so many more things, you know. Just watch and wait for what's coming next, because you're going to be gifted things. You're going to be seeing this treasure box unfold in front of you, and be seeing, like, if you haven't had a divine counterpart come in yet, I feel like this person is coming towards you. This person could even actually be an emperor themselves, you know, this Aries energy coming towards you. Let's get a little more. I just feel like I have to ask, like, is there a divine counterpart or a soulmate coming in for the single people pile? Knight of Wands. You guys, this person is coming in, and they're coming in hot. Like, yes, just wait and see, because they're coming in. And I feel like this person is very passionate, very fiery, very much wanting to offer you their love and inspiration. I love how it's very similar too to this seahorse. Like, do you see how, like, even like the head part is very similar? Like, maybe that's what the seahorse is calling you to watch and wait for this person coming into your life, you know? Like, just watch and wait. Yep, look, it's about watching and waiting for this person to come into your life, because this is you waiting for this person to come in on the sea, from the sea, come into your life to offer you some sort of love, and really, like, and look, the back of your deck, you can't see them yet. You can't see them yet, because you have to just wait. They're hidden. They're hidden. Oh my god, the Two of Cups behind that. What the heck? I'm done with this. Yep. Done. I'm just going to leave that there for you guys. Watch and wait. Like, literally the seahorse is saying, watch and wait. Look, the same. It looks so similar. You guys, this is not a love reading. And this is you waiting for your person to come in on the boat. Like, maybe they live overseas. Maybe they live somewhere else from you. Take it only if it resonates. But just you being on your own journey, trusting in your own things. And as you are focusing on your own path, your own way, just before you know it, boom, this person's going to come into your life, because you're not going to see them coming. You're not going to see them coming. Okay? You're not going to see them coming. And boom, the Two of Cups is right behind that. Like, look at that. Incredible. I love this for you guys, pile 3. I'm excited for you. I'm so excited for you. And so that's where I'm going to leave your reading, because that's incredible. And I don't want to, that's a perfect way to end it. Thank you guys so much for every like, comment, and subscribe you leave me and are part of the fam. I love you guys more than I can say. That is the simplest and easiest and free way for you to support me. It lets me know you like my stuff and like what I'm putting out there, and it means the world to me. I can't even tell you. You know, I appreciate you guys all so freaking much, and just, you guys are the best. I mean, seriously. But thank you guys so much for being here with me. And if you guys would like to smash that like button and comment a moon emoji down below so I know you're from pile 3, I would appreciate that so much. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you soon. Bye! What's up, pile 4? If you chose the Fluorite Rose, welcome to your reading. I'm going to put your crystal right there. And we're going to dive right in with your card, Butterflies Messages. Okay, we have, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Number 22, Leap of Faith. So pretty. Look at that spider web at the bottom too. Lots of abundance. These butterflies in the corner too. I love this for you guys, pile 4. And just 22 is a master number. I absolutely love that for you guys so much. It's a number about, it's like, it's a builder number, you know, creativity, intuition, confidence, and productivity. So very amazing number for you guys to have. Unlimited potential. You guys are harnessing that with this card here showing up for you guys. Might be a path number, a life path 22. But yes, so incredible. But you guys are absolutely amazing. And so life path, leap of faith is really calling you to have a chance to create something. You have a chance to create something amazing. And so take that leap, you know, take it. It's like, what would you do if you could not fail? Take that leap, because you won't fail, and draw on that creativity and that intuition, that inspiration that you have within you, and just trust that you will succeed and overcome your fears, and just go and do the dang thing. Because like, I seriously feel like this is what the butterflies are calling you to do. Trust that you have those wings and you will fly, baby. You will fly. Okay, let's reveal these other cards here for what they want to tell you. These tea leaf cards, I have been telling every pile so far that I am channeling based on either the picture or the words, depending on what I feel called to, just because they are a little different. I also want to give you a shout out for every like, comment, and subscribe that you guys leave me on my videos. It means the absolute most to me. I can't thank you guys enough. It's the simplest and easiest way for you guys to show love and appreciation to me, and just letting me know what you guys like on my channel and things like that. I just truly appreciate you guys so much. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But without further ado, we have wall, misunderstanding, the bow. You are highly thought of. And this is, I forgive myself for holding on to habits that no longer serve me. I choose to believe that when I set the intention to have compassion for my emotional experience, I will find I am able to more effortlessly engage in behaviors that better support me. The addict, comfort. Okay, sorry you guys. I was getting cold, so I need to put my sweater on. Pile for you guys may have been putting a wall of defense up when it comes to taking a leap of faith on something that you've been wanting to go after in terms of a dream or a goal, because you're afraid of the things that might happen, whether it be you falling or failing, feeling like you're going to let certain people down in your life. And like, you know, I feel like maybe you don't understand just how badass you are. You know, you have to realize like you have some self-doubt and self-limiting beliefs that no longer serve you, and you need to let that shit go. You know, these walls that you have put up really hold you back, and it's time for you to get a sledgehammer and break those walls down. Like, I'm hearing I came in like a wrecking ball from Miley Cyrus, and you need to wreck that ball. Like, take that, sit yourself down on that wrecking ball and knock those walls down, you know? But seriously, knock those walls down, because you have to recognize like so many people hold you in the highest regard, and like I feel like sometimes you might not be able to take compliments well from certain people, or anybody for that matter. Like, people might be like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty, or oh my gosh, I love how you are able to do that, like you're so good at this or that. Like, maybe you're so good at, you know, creating graphics or whatever. Like, how can you do that? Like, why, how are you able to play this so well? And you're like, no, I can't, I'm really not that good. Like, no, I'm not, I can't, I'm just like average, or I'm a noob, you know. It's like that kind of thing. Like, you really downplay your skills and abilities, or your looks, or something like that, you know. And it's like, really, the butterflies are like, stop doing that. Like, do you think a butterfly stops like being a butterfly, like a beautiful ass butterfly. Like, no, they embody and embrace that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, I'm a beautiful ass butterfly and I'm gonna flutter my wings everywhere I go. You know what I mean? And you got to do that. And so, like, they are calling for you to wreck those walls down so that you can stop holding yourself back and let these fears, doubts, and anxieties, these are habits that are no longer serving you. Set the intention for you to have compassion for yourself and these experiences that maybe have shaped you and molded you to have these particular habits in the first place, you know? I also feel like I'm seeing myself like stand in the mirror and say like 10 nice things to myself. Maybe you have to start doing that, these affirmations, you know. I'm hearing this one, there's like a TikTok song that has like these affirmation things. What is that song? I don't even know if it's a TikTok song. It's just a song. If I figure it out, I'll put it on the screen, but I may forget. Oh, I Am Woman. I forget who sings it. I will pop it on the screen if I that might be a song. And again, this is just the song that pops in my head. It doesn't matter what identity you are, but just a song that really not embraces, but really allows you to embody that, like, I am incredible energy. I am a badass energy. What song makes you feel like that, you know, like feeling myself kind of energy? Monster might be another one. That's one that pops up for me quite often as well. This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. Let's get more messages though. Let's see. Three of Swords. Do the butterflies want pile 4 to know? Two of Coins. Do the butterflies want pile 4 to know? Four of Wands. Reversed. Do the butterflies want pile? Queen of Wands reversed. What do butterflies want pile? Ace of Coins. Back of the deck is the High Priestess. Some of you may be in pain from like a heartache that just didn't work out, a heartbreak situation. And for some of you, this could be cheating. Somebody cheated on you with somebody and it really took a toll on you and caused you to put these walls up in the first place. And now it kind of makes a lot more sense in terms of you taking a leap of faith, you know, in which this leap of faith may not be on something that is towards a, you know, career or business sort of thing, but maybe towards a new relationship or a leap of faith on, you know, opening your heart up towards somebody else. And allowing somebody else into your life, that kind of an energy. I kind of do feel like your heart is still in pain and maybe feeling like you were not worthy of certain love, of certain things, because, you know, the person in your life maybe made you feel like shit, like you weren't good enough. Like, what does that person have that I don't? Like, what makes them so much better than me? What makes her so much better than me? What is that song? When It Was Me by Paula Deanda. Is that the song? So that might be significant. But I'm just hearing what makes her so much better than me. And it doesn't mean that you identify as a female or anything. That's just the song that I'm hearing in my head. And so it's this energy of like, when the person cheated on you, it really took a toll on your energy in terms of feeling like you weren't worthy. Like, you know, you weren't going to find somebody who is going to, you know, see your worth and see your beauty and see your grace and see how much, you know, like obviously that person is so much better than me and I'm not good enough for anybody to love. And maybe this person really said a lot of things that were not true. You know, like people say ugly things to you when they're in a place of anger and heated moments, you know, and that person who cheated on you or did you wrong in some sort of way, that's a reflection of them and how they feel about themselves and not anything on you. And so I feel like the butterflies are really coming to tell you here that this person had no business even saying anything about you or your heart or your soul or who you are as a person at all. You know, that energy was there to make you stronger and help you recognize that you deserve better in your life and that you are better than that person. And I know it's very frustrating. It can cause you to be very defensive and very much in this energy of like, no, I don't deserve this, and very repelling of the things that you actually do deserve in your life with this Queen of Wands in the reverse here. But what's happening here is that the butterflies are like, I feel like there's somebody that might be coming in with an offer for you that's very stable and very like can turn into something incredible. And it's just about you having this faith that this could really be something that you are very deserving of, that you are very worthy of, and having trust and faith in that you are very much not the things that this person has said about you at all, you know, that you very much are the creator of your own destiny. And look at this, the person coming in is the counterpart, King of Wands, literally King of Wands behind that. And just trusting that this person is somebody who is charming, charismatic, who is a natural born leader, who is going to be there to step up for you. He's funny, he's probably very attractive, not gonna lie. Funny. What's behind that? Page of Coins. Someone with creativity. Somebody who's always ready to create with you and be down for you for whatever. I just feel like that's the energy that's really coming through for you. And the butterflies just want you to know that, like, I know that you've been hurt and maybe, you know, this wound is still fresh, or at least it feels like it is, but like be open and ready to receive this love because you are highly thought of and you are deserving of love. And take this leap of faith that not everybody is a douchebag. Not everybody is like this other person in your life, whether it was a she or a he or a they, like it does not matter. This person was not meant for you. This person is like, no. Bye. You need to say goodbye to them, close the door, close the chapter on that, and have faith that the universe, that everything is working in your favor and bringing you towards something even bigger and better. I totally read this in a different way. Like, yes, it was about you having these walls up and coming in like a wrecking ball and wrecking that wall down, but it's not a wall of you having, like, you know, breaking it down so that you can take a leap of faith towards like a pathway to success, but success in love and not necessarily in career. Although if it did resonate with you, definitely take that, because this could be a betrayal of business for all I know. We'll get more information as we draw into the cards for what do the butterflies see for you moving forward, because that's part two, that's this next portion we're going to draw into. But for what I feel like this energy here, it feels very love energy. It feels like very like this person really hurt you, although it could be a very long term, like this was your business partner and they hurt you and they did you dirty, you know what I'm saying? And like this Four of Wands in the reverse, like you thought they were your soulmate, and they very well could have been your soulmate. You know, sometimes soulmates are very karmic, very toxic-y, and very just here to teach you a lesson, and that's it, and you them. So that could have very well be the energy for that. But let's get into what do the butterflies see for you moving forward, because I feel like this is like getting you excited for what's next. So let's move this for a bit, and we'll shuffle these again. Super exciting pile 4. Something is blooming or wanting to be planted so it can bloom. Oh my gosh, see how hard it is to shuffle these? Like, this card is huge. I can't shuffle it the normal way. I just can't. So we're gonna have to flip her to get our reversals just right. All right, pile 4. Let's reveal. What do the butterflies see for you moving forward? We have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Yeah, I feel like you're very much doubtful. 14, chameleon spirit, act as if. And 48, poised. Wow, look at how similar these are. So similar, you guys. Act as if. Number 14 changes to 5, and 48 is 12, which is 3. Number of growth, number of creativity, abundance. Incredible. Okay, let's see, what do the butterflies see for pile 4 moving forward? 4 of Wands, upright. Wow. What do the butterflies see for pile 4 moving forward? Okay, 9 of Swords. What do the butterflies see for pile 4 moving forward? 8 of Cups reversed. What do the butterflies see? Let's move this. For pile 4 moving forward. That flips back over. The butterflies. Judgment. To the butterfly see for pile 4. 4 of Cups. In the back of your deck, we have the 3 of Cups. Wow, and the Hermit wanting to pop out behind it. So I guess we'll take a look at that as well. Okay, pile 4. With this poised card here, it's so similar to that one. It's really about you being at your best, right? Stepping into your confidence, stepping into your power, really aligning to with your soul, and like understanding like you're being told yes, yes, yes. Like step into this, embrace it, and be ready for what's unfolding. You know what I mean? And like act as if you feel like it's not happening, like act as if with this chameleon spirit. You know, sometimes we have to borrow the confidence from our future selves. If it's not happening, or if it's not in the now, sometimes we need to borrow that confidence and act as if it's already here. And yeah, like sometimes that's what it is. That's what manifestation is, you know, acting as if it's already happening. Act as if we are that person who has this. Act as if we are that person who's living that life, you know. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Sometimes, you know, I feel like you are kind of worried about what's going to unfold if you do expand on this, if you do, you know, knock these walls down and you trust in this person, you know, what's going to happen next. And it's releasing that doubt and those fears, because you have this 8 of Swords, this 9 of Swords here, this 8 of Coins. It's like you've been wanting to know the answers, and you don't need to know all the answers. Sometimes it's about trusting in the universe, trusting in the divine, and having faith that you will be caught. You know, this spider web here is going to catch you even if you do fall. And this card, that leap of faith, I told you, you know, like it told you like you won't fail. What would you do if you don't fail? And the Four of Wands here is just telling me like that's 1111, twin flame energy, soulmate energy. And I know I told you before when it came out in the reverse that that person previously, you know, you thought it was your soulmate, and they could have been your soulmate who was just here to teach you a lesson. You're probably here asking me, well, Crystal, what if this is that same type of thing? What if it is the same repeated pattern? Like, I think it's my soulmate and it is a soulmate. However, they're only here to teach me a lesson, and I don't want to be here with this person and learn that same heartbreak and whatever. Listen, you're not going to learn the same lesson if you've already learned the lesson, okay? And so this soulmate is popping up here for a reason. Okay, this energy here, this twin flamey 1111 energy, like I don't throw around that term loosely. So you might be seeing a lot of 1111s and 22s. It's just so prominent in your reading. The synchronicity numbers, I mean, like I just keep looking at them. The Nine of Swords, you probably toss and turn at night wondering like what the heck is going on, what is this, why is it popping up for me again, like, you know, and you just need to really trust in the process. Trust that you don't need to have things done perfectly and know exactly how to do everything and master the process of this situation, because there is no blueprint, there's no perfect how-to guide to have the perfect relationship. It's kind of like learn as you grow, and every person, every relationship is going to be different and have their own guidebook, have their own ways of doing things together, and you won't know how to do that unless you get into the said relationship and figure things out and navigate that as you are together in said relationship, you know? And so that's kind of what I'm getting from this Eight of Coins here, is like you won't know until you get into the relationship with the person and figure that out and navigate it together. So with this Judgment card, I feel like, look at the cute little butterfly here in this picture, with these four little spirits. I just feel like you are just starting to realize, like, moving forward, trusting in that sometimes, you know, in order for us to experience the best feelings, we have to let go of our fears, we have to let go of our doubts, and we have to trust that things are going to happen just the way as they should, you know. With this Four of Cups reverse, we don't want to miss out on the best opportunity in our life, right? I just keep hearing like, what would you do if you could not fail? I feel like pile 4, you would rather be, you know, experience this than not. Like, look back in your life and be like, what if I said yes? What if I did give it a try? Versus like, I'm glad I never did, you know? You don't want to look back one day and feel like, why didn't I try? What if I did? What would have happened, you know? Ultimately, it is your free will though, and it's totally up to you. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of celebrating though. Celebrating, why did I say that so funny? Celebrations, good times, fun, relaxing. And again, with the Hermit here too, I just feel like you've been spending a lot of time alone with yourself lately, and it's time for you to come out and play. You know, you have a new way moving forward. You know, you might meet this person on social media. This is also my social media card, but just with the Seven of Swords in general, I do feel like this is you figuring out a new way of doing things, a new way of going about how to move along with this relationship, and having a new strategy when it comes to navigating certain situations in this relationship and things like that. New communication styles, what it is that you want to be clear about and things like that. So that's kind of what I'm getting from like what the butterflies want you to know moving forward, you know, like really knocking down these walls down and allowing yourself some grace and space, allowing yourself to take that leap and just clear away any doubts that you have, and acting as if this is the person, this is the one. Loving like you knew that you wouldn't get hurt, loving like you knew that this was going to work out and be the one, you know, and allowing yourself that ability to give it your all as if this is going to work out, because you need to trust in that. If you're already doubting it from the get-go, then don't even try. But I feel like the butterflies are really urging you to really see the light in this situation and see that you're ready, see that you can trust in this person, because you've already felt called to, feel pulled to this person already, and it's just about you allowing yourself to put the walls down. And so that is what I'm seeing for you, pile 4 from the butterflies. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you guys so much for letting me read for you and do this. This was so much fun. But yes, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please go ahead and smash the like button and comment a rose emoji down below so I know you're from pile 4. And yes, I would appreciate it if you subscribed and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be dropping my Patreon link down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you soon. Bye!